Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's a special edition of Dynamite of Wrestling Gab.
Special edition.
It is Saturday, yeah.
It's Saturday, but normally it's on Wednesday, and they moved it to Saturday, so it's not really a special edition.
So do you want me to say that it was Saturday, or Friday, or Wednesday, or whatever day it comes
It's
on?
Wednesday night Dynamite, you bitches.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. We have 2 more days of the week to work through before we get to the weekend.
Trying to recover from another wild weekend.
Something like that, I guess, in this weirdness.
Chugging down coffee while I should have been sleeping.
Oh, God, stop singing, please.
No.
I think my ears are bleeding.
No. Golden pipes. Flexing them.
With a terrible song of stupid.
That song's one of the greatest ever.
Anyways, Sophie's in the chat. Aaron's out there. Jacob Eugène's out there. Ravi's with us. Walter is out there.
Hey, everybody.
We have a J.K. Blackstone with us. If you're new,
Blackstone. Make sure you're subscribing.
To subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Boom.
If you're just somebody who uses a lot of names, welcome back. Ravi's like, yo, big up the crew dem, all madam, gal dem in the chat.
Woo!
Man dem. Dude, can you just speak normal English? Jacob's like, Aaron,
no, you gotta speak English.
No, he doesn't even speak English. He speaks
Slang
English.
That's English.
Slang UK English.
Get Ruby Riott tonight, don't we? In that first round.
Walter says, hey, Travis and Dalethea. Jacob G says, Aaron, because
Up
it is AEW.
next, Daniel Bryan versus Dustin Rhodes.
Aaron wants to know why is AEW on Saturday. It's on Saturday due to conflict of other stuff happening on TNT on Wednesday night.
We're going back to Wednesday this week.
This week they're going back to their regularly scheduled
4
programming
days away.
And all that stuff. So,
what's his name? The Lion or
Rampage,
Jungle Boy
Jacob,
or something?
Jungle Boy?
What is it? Lion Tamer?
This guy?
Yeah,
he's American Dragon.
American Dragon.
Jacob, it's not a Rampage. It's actually the Dynamite of AEW.
Yes.
It's what their Wednesday show.
It's Dynamite.
Walter's saying hi to both of us, and
Hey,
J.K.
Walter.
Blackstone said, hey, Wrestling Gab, there are rumors that Ric Flair is going to show up and help Cody win, so take it with a grain of salt, if you will.
I
In
hope
my
so.
dusty voice, maybe there will be garbage throwing, so yeah, AEW going to take that.
Why would there be garbage
tonight if
throwing?
Ric Flair show up, which is rumored.
Why would somebody throw something?
Okay, so Dusty voice, maybe there will be garbage throwing, so maybe that's something Dusty Rhodes said all the time?
No.
Okay. Walter says AEW
If you
Live
will.
now. Well, Sophie said, did you hear AEW Impact partnership is ending tonight?
Oh, good.
Didn't know that. Aaron says, Letha love the shirt. Yes,
some people might like it.
It was one of the
All right, we're
shirts
starting out with the natural
from
Dustin
AEW.
Rhodes. He was wrestling in the 80s, guys.
He's old as shit. Aaron says, did you get at the AEW shop? Yes, I did buy it at the AEW shop. They have a grab bag on there that you can get for like $20 that has a couple shirts in it. And this was one of them.
Got 2 of those.
No, the other one's not the same. It's different. It's kind of like
Is it this one? What's this one?
That is not yours, mine. That's the Body by Steak.
Body by
WWE
Steak. It's
shirt.
never been opened.
I opened it and wore it that one pay-per-view.
And then you put it back in the bag and sealed it.
I did. I put it back in the bag.
Hermetically sealed it.
Well, it's black.
Like Alistair?
Okay, now, yeah.
I'll get it.
Maybe
There's
I'll
another one
ruined
here.
Everything. That is your WWE shirt. TikTok's and Karrion Kross.
Kross shirt?
Yeah, I got it for you a long time ago. It's not my fault you don't pay attention to anything.
This has honestly never been opened. The plastic has not been ripped. You can see it here. You know what's funny about that is I don't think he uses that anymore.
TikTok? No, he doesn't.
So this is NXT Gold.
It is. That's something like that.
Should give it away.
Walter's like, AEW good matches there. Says Aiden English needs to be a part of AEW so bad. Robbie says I could do, but that would be hard for me. Too hard for me. So you're going to make it hard on me to try to read your weird ass posts. Thanks.
That's fine. Weirdness is cool.
So it says Fox is replaying last night's episode of SmackDown to compete against Dynamite, and Fox didn't have a backup plan because they thought there would be a Game 7. Who won the World Series then? Is that done? Is that over?
We're not even at the World Series yet.
Oh, okay.
So who won the ALCS? Did Boston end up winning it? Or did Houston win it?
Who won it? Who's in here to tell us that info? Anyways, we have Daniel Bryanson and Dusty Rhodes out there.
The Natural.
Those people.
Dustin,
my bad. Dustin Rhodes and Daniel Bryanson. Brian Danielson.
You'll get it. Just call him Daniel Bryan like a normal.
I'm just tired of his name already. Sophie says Impact has their pay-per-view tonight as well. Yes, and if anybody wants to watch a watch-along, I think Joe DeBest Wrestling is doing that pay-per-view.
Yeah, he will be doing that pay-per-view, and it probably is going right now.
Unless it's going on right now or whatever.
But if you're watching that, you're probably not watching us.
Yes.
Just saying.
But we are telling you that if you want to, he is doing a watch-along with it, so you'll know what's going on.
I just sign into Joe DeBest's stuff, and then I can watch it.
There you go.
Nobody else can do that, though, because nobody else knows the codes.
Walter's like, Jim Ross has skin cancer.
I saw that in his, ankle or leg or something. That was brutal. Kind of looks like my dog out there.
Huh, that's crazy,
He's got brutal holes in him.
Oh, I bet. Substance Impact has that. Aaron says, do you think Bray will show up?
Bray gonna show up on Dynamite?
Let's see.
Why would Bray Wyatt
show up on AEW Dynamite?
Is it after the 31st already?
It's almost the 31st. We are the week before.
People are confusing me.
It is the 23rd of October.
I'm never going to know the date, so people could fool me. They could be like, it's Christmas Eve, dude. I'll be like, oh my God. I forgot to shop.
Wow, and there's no snow outside. How strange. Randy Sam says, hello, Wrestling Gab. You ready for Dustin versus Bryan, our generation flamboyant of all times versus new generation babyface of ROH? It's happening right now, Randy Sam.
It's actually on, and no.
I don't think I'm ready for it because I haven't been paying attention.
This is a first round match, though. In the title eliminator. Who Daniel's probably going to win the whole thing, but...
Walter says Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross and Taz doing AEW commentary. Oh, yeah? We don't have, what's his face out there, huh?
His name's CM Punk.
Nope.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Nope. Nobody else.
Nope, the guy with the lucha mask.
He's always doing it.
Yeah, he's not out there then. Walter says Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, and Taz. Excalibur. Aaron says, why do people hate Ric Flair now? I don't get it.
Nobody hates Ric Flair.
It's just a bunch of garbage.
There might be 10 feminists on Twitter or something, but nobody hates Ric Flair. Not if you like the sport of wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know the sport of wrestling and you don't like rap and you don't like the Ric Flair drip song, you might not like him.
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody, even my daughter knows who Ric Flair is.
Right? Because of that song.
Yeah.
Walter says, wear the AEW hat. Yeah, Travis.
It's up there.
Randy Sam says, all respect to Dustin and is a legend, but why he in this tournament? Never mind, I shut up. I should respect the people who bring us the fun in wrestling in our generation, so I be respected. He's in it because they can't seem to find anybody else to do it, I guess, which is ridiculous. He's an old man and they should replace him.
Yeah, I thought he was retiring last year. They did a few matches and I thought those were
And it was like his retirement type matches.
He was fighting his brother. It was perfect. Fight your brother, get out of the sport, and right away into
and now he's back.
Well, he could be a writer in the back or something.
Janelle said maybe that's the point. Maybe he is a writer and he just writes himself into fucking stories. He's like, wow, I know what I want to wrestle him too because I never got a chance at WWE, so I'm going to wrestle like a Daniel Bryan.
No, through the ropes.
Brian Danielson. Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle. How's it going, man? Says, is AEW going to be on Saturday every Saturday?
No, this is it. This is it for a minute.
Nope, this is it. It'll be back on Wednesday this next week. It's just for scheduling conflicts.
Hey, did anybody tell me who won the ALCS then?
I don't know. Landon says, hopefully, I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm still in the middle of stuff. Been talking. Just kidding. Landon says, hopefully, JR can put cancer into remission. Aaron says, go Braves. Robbie says, Travis and D are cooler than cool. Aaron says, the other Houston side of the pillow. Won it. Dusty Baker is a god or a coach. Walter says, go Braves tonight.
I'm going to go with it. He's a god. He also coached my Giants to the World Series back in 2001. And he was the Cincinnati Reds coach for a while. Did really good there. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time. If not, no, never mind. He is my favorite coach of all time. Manager, skipper, whatever you want to call it.
Robbie says, yo, is this the first match?
Yes, it is. Just getting underway. Lance Archer coming up next with Eddie Kingston. That's coming up in this eliminator.
Yeah.
Ooh, Penelope.
This is actually for the person to get a chance to go after the...
Adam Page when he wins the title.
Yeah.
On the 13th. Just kidding. I don't think Paige is going to win it.
Sophie says, why did your chat stream said it will start at 9:30 p.m. tonight before you started it at 8? I don't know.
You know, I don't know, but I know that the computer I uploaded it on didn't know what time zone I was in. So I just had I have a separate computer that I do all my thumbnails on, and I just had a brand new hard drive put in it today. Like, it just got done today. The guy actually dropped it off at my house. He's like, don't you live off Hawthorne? And I was like, yeah. And so, anyways, he brought it to my house. And I turned it on, and I did my thumbnail, and then I posted everything. And then I noticed that the time was wrong. And so...
Sorry.
That would be your answer.
But we're here.
I got to figure out what time zone that computer thinks it's in. I just figured it would hook up to the Wi-Fi and know where it's at.
Right.
But I guess computers don't do that.
They should. David Robert Wood says, hi. Hey, David. Nice to see you back in the chat. Sophie says, Astros won it. Robbie says, I'm eating
So they're
raw.
doing it there too, but my cable says that it's going to be on normal time. But he just said it again.
That it's going to be on.
It's going to be on at 11 o'clock our time.
That's so weird.
Anyways, Suplex there. 1,
weird.
2, and...
I don't even know what that means.
11 p.m. our time.
No,
And
why
Phoenix.
they're saying it's so weird. Why are they saying that when it's just 8/7 Central?
Because they're doing it different because there's hockey matches on. And so it's going to be on after the hockey.
In some places.
In some places. And we're all of a sudden on the West Coast feed instead of the East Coast feed, is what they're trying to say. I don't know if it's a permanent thing or if it's just this week. And so hopefully we can figure out a way to get on here.
Well, I don't know.
If that is the case. Our cable box says that it's going to be on at our normal time.
normal time.
So as of right now, all I know is that we're going to be here at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Or 8 o'clock on Wednesday, Eastern time. So, and we will be here. We'll just have to figure it out. Hey, Tony Nese is out there.
Who is that?
Tony Nese. He was in NXT. He's the guy that was really built in 205, but he was on NXT when we were watching NXT. He's like sculpted like a god.
Kind of remember him, I guess.
But he's only small guy. Although he'll be huge in AEW because all their guys are small. Except for Dustin. Oh! Look, he didn't let go. Oh, now he lets go. I don't know who was getting pinned there. I think both guys were on top of each other. Dustin trying to get up off the ground. I love Dustin served his time in WWE and left with his name.
Right.
No bad feelings. He could probably go back tomorrow.
Probably. Robbie says, I'm eating raw Gallic with olives with my noodles. What a combo.
Sounds fantastic.
What the hell is raw Gallic?
Gallic's probably garlic, and it's probably
Garlic?
keeping vampires away.
Gallic? What the fuck kind of a language are you speaking over there, Robbie? Vindicator's like, so even though I had other very important plans, because you two are such good people, I changed them around so I could hang out and chat with you guys once again. Aww.
Boom!
Thanks so much, Vindicator. It's because we're so awesome.
Oh, there's that slam. Cody does it. Dustin does it. And Randy Orton does that same move. Look at that.
David says Charlotte
Backwards plan.
Flair
1,
lover
2, throw!
WWE for AEW one day, all or not. That Charlotte Flair will leave WWE for AEW one day.
I don't see that happen, and I don't think the people in AEW like Charlotte. And I mean, obviously, it would be a gift from God if she did that for AEW because it would help their ratings. And I'm assuming Tony Khan will put her right on top fast. But it would be a long, tedious build-up, but fast. Within 3 months, she's champion, is what I'm getting at. Because the ratings would go sky high. She's like one of the few athletes from WWE, Brock, Roman, Seth, that can take the ratings up. Because we already saw CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Adam Page, Adam Cole, Andrade. None of those guys could get their ratings up.
Right.
Helped a little bit, but not enough. They're not anywhere near 2 million.
Nowhere near it. All right, where am I at? Ravi says the yes man versus the man that likes to dress up. Ha ha. Walter says this is the last Saturday for AEW this week, Wednesday AEW next week, back to normal. Yes. And Sophie says, did you hear about Becky and Charlotte were fighting backstage?
I love
after
it, right?
SmackDown
Isn't that
last night?
beautiful? So good for the whole sport.
Vindicator says, by the way, Fox is actually replaying SmackDown right now. How rude of them, McBossman. So disrespectful of Tony and Cody.
Wouldn't it be funny if they beat them in the ratings? A replay. And is it on Fox?
It sounds like it.
Oh, Lord. They might.
They might. Sophie says, I think this is the last time AEW Dynamite will be preempted before they move to TBS in January.
Yes, I would assume so. Oh, Daniel landed on that arm all awkward.
Uh-oh.
1, 2. This referee needs a new job. Maybe like fashion design or something. He's just a horrible referee.
Vindicator says that. Sophie says, I think this is last time. I already read that one. Lost my place. Vindicator says, and I'm so over the half-face makeup on a handful of these wrestlers, Dustin especially. All that time in the makeup chair hasn't helped him win anything significant in 20 years.
No, I think he was an Intercontinental Champion there for a minute.
And Walter wants Brian to get the win.
He's going to get it right here.
Sophie says, at least Dynamite will get more viewers from all the baseball fans that don't have baseball to watch tonight. And we have Raul back in the chat. Hey, Raul says, hello, good morning from India. Good morning to you.
Thank you for joining us.
Sophie
and
says,
good morning.
I told you last night about Dynamite is going to have different time zones. And Walter says, AEW good tonight.
I keep hearing it, but every time I look it up, it says that might not happen, that might not happen, that might not happen. They keep saying it's going to happen, but my TV guide says it's not going to happen, so.
Robbie says, Square would get cooked against Jade and Britt Baker.
I don't think so, guys. I really don't. She's one of the top in the WWE.
Charlotte isn't a bad wrestler, guys. She just isn't
and
bad at it.
It's going to come down to the microphone. Britt Baker might be able to handle herself. No way Jade does. No way Jade can handle herself on the mic against Charlotte. But, anyways, I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, you know, let's see it.
The audience has a sign that says, let's go, Brandon.
There it is. You've seen it. Let's go, Brandon. Everybody knows what that means, right?
Yeah,
you guys
everybody who's on social media, I didn't know what it meant until I got told.
Let's go, Brandon. That's hilarious.
Walter says, guys, if you missed SmackDown on Friday, replay on Fox, no spoilers. As Walter says, Fox.
Fox.
Walter's like, go watch that. Don't watch AEW.
That's pretty funny.
Walter, stop telling people to go watch that. We're watching AEW tonight.
You gotta be watching it with that. He's like, don't watch dub. But I bet you the ratings are going to be similar if they're getting 700,000 on AEW. Because I think pretty sure that Fox is going to pull that off with Raw or SmackDown. Oh, big clothesline! Dustin's going to end it right here. Pile driver. He got him with it.
Robbie says, Travis, that ain't no ref. That's a Foot Locker employee. Ha ha.
Isn't it?
Robbie says, I didn't say Square was, but Jade Defo would be too much for her.
I want to see them next to each other. Because I think Jade's taller, but not taller than Charlotte. But
right.
I think
they might be around the same height.
It would be very interesting
Jade
to
is
see that.
definitely more muscular for sure. I don't know how much stronger she is. Just because you have big muscles doesn't necessarily mean you're strong.
She got those gym muscles.
Somebody said SmackDown got 2.1 million viewers last night, while Rampage got 5,000 viewers. You mean 500,000? Walter's like, oops, my bad. LOL. Yeah, Walter. I'm just kidding.
Daniel, you gotta choke him out. We got to see this with Roman Reigns and Brock. Brock did get himself out of it, but will Rhodes be able to get out of it? The natural Dustin. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, Dustin's done. It's over. He's going to rip his head clean off.
This is a boring match.
Well, you're not going to see a lot of good matches with Daniel. It's over! Daniel wins! Or Danielson, or whatever you want to call him. I call him Danielson.
I call him all sorts of names that aren't really his.
We can call him Miss Brie Bella. Or Mr. Brie Bella.
I think Miss probably.
You're a hyphenin? You took your wife's last name? It's progressive. A lot of men are doing it. No men are doing it.
Walter's like, Bryan Danielson won. He sure did.
Yes.
Just what you wanted.
And now he's down there helping Mr. Rhodes.
He's making sure Dustin isn't.
All right, so that is over. They have moved on right there.
Mm-hmm.
So Orange Cassidy moved on. And so now we're waiting for the winner of Moxley and who's that up there? Mark?
Dark Order 10.
Oh, Dark Order 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting hot in her.
Sophie says if they do move AEW Dynamite to a different time slot, they should announce it at some point. Robbie says, do you keep eating your spinach like people? Like Popeye. Maybe you will be big and strong like Jade. No. There's never going to happen.
She might be as tall as Jade.
Vindicator
I don't know how tall Jade is.
Braun Strowman is definitely not strong with his big muscles. He was just flipping over diesel trucks made of paper mache.
Yeah.
Okay. Braun Strowman was a strong man before he got muscles. So he was probably stronger before
he got the gym muscles
than he is now. Because just because you have defined muscles doesn't necessarily mean that makes you stronger. Okay? There's a lot of guys in the strongman competitions that could be the shit out of those guys that have
Omega
muscles.
going crazy on Adam Cole.
I thought he...
Cowboy shit.
Adam... Are you talking about Hangman? That he's going on Hangman.
I didn't hear what he said, damn it.
Well, you said Cole, and I'm like, Adam Cole's right there. Highly doubt he's talking shit about him.
Damn. Said he's going through his moonshine and through diapers because he can't sleep at night because he's so scared of Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that Kenny Omega wore diapers. That's weird.
It's not Omega. What? Cole or whatever's in Page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Resting fun face? Do you have resting fun face? Resting fun face.
Do you want me to poke you in an eye with a nice sharp fork?
What?
What?
I didn't hear you.
I said, do you want me to poke you in the eye with a nice sharp fork?
You're supposed to do it with a spoon. Why?
No,
Because of the head bow.
Heart, not an eye.
Still hurt more.
Dig your heart out with a spoon. Walter says AEW Full Gear is next month. Sophie
Yes,
says
it
it
is,
would
the
be funny if
13th.
SmackDown beat both AEW shows this past weekend ratings.
I think it's going to.
Sophie says, but the SmackDown replay will have an exclusive look at Crown Jewel. Vindicator says Adam Cole has a more masculine physique with that 1990s leather jacket. No, it just makes him more feminine there, Vindicator. I don't know what you're looking at. Robbie says, D, let your boy Danielson enjoy his last run. Ha ha. He's not my boy. You know, it's so funny how you tell me that, but I'm pretty sure it's you who is the fan of all of these guys. Sophie says, every time AEW has something, WWE does something to compete against it.
Just on the weekends, guys.
If Tony Khan hadn't said what he said, Vince
Tony
probably would
Khan's-
have never cared.
Yeah, Tony Khan's the one calling him out.
Tony Khan's a dumbass. And he should just stay in his lane for a while. Vindicator says that might be true, Dalethea. Braun always overpowered Bobby Lashley in their matches. He did the same to you can't
Maybe
Cena.
Adam Cole, CM Punk somewhere on the card so people have to stay around and watch it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
maybe some matches like that might get people to watch.
Maybe.
Maybe. I still don't think they're going to break 1.2.
Mm-mm.
What needs to happen is they need to really beat somebody up and get police involved.
Oh, God.
No, I'm serious. That's how you get attention. National news stuff. Like, isn't that the guy that beat up the cop or something? Do you know what Terry Funk used to do? Terry Funk went to a bridge. He left his clothes on the side of the bridge, got in a car, and left. They reported him suicide, dead. And then he showed up at the stadium that night and wrestled with people, like thousands of people. That's how you got heat back in the old days. You did stupid shit like that. He reported himself dead.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what Charlotte and Becky did last night helps the sport. Like, there's nothing negative about it at all. But people they're trying to play it out like they're trying to find a piece of negative, and it's just positive for the whole sport. Even AEW is better off because of it.
Right.
Like, fight people. Punch a fan in the face.
Oh, God.
It's legit heelness.
Robbie says, "Ha, D woke up and chose violence today." Always. Robbie says, "Yeah, boy," or "Yeah, Gyal." That's what it looks like to me, dude. It's like a Gyal.
You go get a fan that nobody knows, just a dude, and you say, "Hey, look, we're gonna pay you money, and you're gonna get in a fist fight with one of the wrestlers, right in the freaking side. Nobody's gonna ever know about this. Not at least not for a year, right? Like a non-disclosure or something.
Right.
And then they fight. I got it. You don't care about. Makes for good TV, right?
It's great.
Uh-huh.
They should beat people. Look, he's got a black eye. I'm sure somebody beat him up.
Right.
I don't know what happened to him. Did that happen on that last night?
Maybe.
Did he really get that? Did
Possibly.
they really hit him in the face?
They
You
must
watched
have.
Rampage some last night?
Yeah,
Is that
something
where that
happened. I just
at?
can't remember. Because Phoenix wasn't there. Top guys out. Nobody wants to see your AAA titles. They don't even matter. I don't even know what AAA is. Is that a wrestling promotion? Or is it just belts for a different wrestling organization? Is it like New Japan's belts? They just call them AAA? Or is AAA an actual organization?
I don't know. I have no idea. Does anybody out there know? Do you guys know?
They don't even know who fucking won. Oh, wait, no. Houston won.
They told
was still
us.
waiting
Two
for that.
people told you that Houston won.
Have the Dodgers won Game 5 yet? 6. Game 6 yet?
Anyways, Robbie's trying to say that your boy or your gal or whatever is a slang expression we use a lot in the
It's Sting!
Yes, I am just not going to read the chat anymore.
Do you not want to do this?
I do, but every time I read a chat comment, you're like, okay, I'm going to do something else. So it's like, all right.
It's going to be a rough show.
I do not need to read the chat tonight, guys. So Travis can do all of it. He's
going to be like
really
this all
good
night?
at
Might as well stop the stream.
it. Go for it.
Unbelievable.
Don't forget to talk. Things are happening.
Yeah. Nothing. We're still waiting.
Nope. Totally. Still waiting.
All right, we got Sting getting beat up.
MJF did come down to the ring, everybody, so just so if everybody wants to know or anybody wants to be caught up with that.
The chairman, although they don't call him that anymore.
Right, yeah, that chairman guy, whoever he is. Why would they call him the chairman still? He does use a chair. Didn't he just use a chair on somebody?
He attacked Sting with a chair.
Wardlow and chair guy.
Didn't Sting have some friends at one time?
Where's Darby? Isn't that his big buddy?
But Darby can't do anything. Darby's the end guy.
Darby can do everything. He can just stand over there and fall down.
He's the guy at the end. Are they chanting asshole? Yeah.
Yes, they are. Because they love Sting. Oh, he's calling out Mr. Darby Allin. Everybody better have a goddamn fucking meltdown now. Woo, old Darby. Because Robbie's all excited about that.
MJF wants Darby. Look at this. Get up.
I don't know. Did I? MJF wants him to fucking understand shit.
You gotta think that MJF's gotta win that feud with Darby, right? They can't have Darby beat
They'll have
MJF.
Darby beat him.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Darby has no
Darby
future.
winning the shit that he's won makes no goddamn sense. But they make the little puke face do it all the time. So, yay. Watch another Darby match where he's gonna win.
Look at Wardlow in the back.
He's gonna fall short and be second best.
He's not gonna be second best. He's not gonna be top 10 best.
He's gonna fall short though.
Look at him.
So funny.
And the future. Woo!
Go MJF, you're fucking futuristic, man.
Getting it done.
Walter doesn't like MJF. He's booing him.
Yeah, well, MJF's kind of a dick.
As Walter says, geez, Alex has a black eye. Somehow given to him by the FTR. Last night on Rampage, they did have like a fight, but I didn't see where he got clocked. Where he would have gotten.
Had to have just been on the outside, on the floor, on the side where.
Must have? I don't know. Something like that. Anyways.
Sting's back on his feet.
He's up.
Oh, he's going to clobber him with that.
He's going to punch him with that ring. Oh, he got him. That's terrible. That diamond ring in his face.
Kids at home, don't punch with your pinky.
Don't. It hurts.
It will break this bone right here. It's called a puncher's fracture, a boxing fracture.
Yeah, it's
You don't want that.
Don't do that. Always punch with your knuckles on these
Use
part of your
big ones.
This one right here. You lead with that, not this. Hurt. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Oh, that's up next. Ruby Soho, Penelope.
That is part of the women's
TNT.
bracket run
TNA.
for the
TBS.
TBS.
Yeah.
Whatever thing. That belt thing. So it says, with AEW and Impact ending their partnership tonight, how will that affect the Good Brothers and Christian Cage? And that probably means we won't see any dream matches across both promotions now. Well, it should affect him in the sense that Christian Cage should lose the title and be on AEW unless he's going to Impact. And that the Good Brothers should never, ever, 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 ever be seen over on AEW again until they lose their titles over on Impact to a
and
willing...
then sign a contract.
And then sign some kind of contract with AEW.
Right.
Which I'm okay with. Never seeing the Good Brothers on AEW ever again. I've said it before. Go back to your own fucking company.
Right. And now if they sign him, and that's another thing,
it
obviously.
Is.
But
they have titles, and being over here with titles and not going over to the other not going to the actual company where the titles belong, and you're not defending them in any way.
Like AAA.
Yeah.
Championships.
Yeah, that, like we just saw. That kind of crap. I mean, that kind of shit.
I don't want to see
dumb.
some other company's title, although it would be funny if Charlotte left and brought her title.
She's like, well, I paid for it. I paid my $40,000.
Well, Rick did it. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, you told me that he just took it.
Rick left, ended up on WWE TV with the freaking real title.
Yeah. Vindicator says Adam Cole versus Philip Jack Brooks might make Dalethea jump off screen to literally go throw up. That probably would. I'm sure that that's the dumbest matchup of all. So it's like, don't you guys not eat before you go live? I did eat my dinner. I'm eating my dessert.
She's having pie. It looks delicious.
Robbie says, D, are the Usos still drunk driving? I'm sure they are still having problems
Smashing
with
down
drinking.
the highway going backwards down one ways.
That's probably what they do. Walter says, I already talked about it. Walter was like, it's Sting on that. And Sophie says, didn't WWE hold a pay-per-view when AEW held their first Fight of the Fallen pay-per-view?
No.
Maybe.
I mean, they've never had one on the same day. But Fight for the Fallen, that wasn't a pay-per-view, though, was it? Or are you talking about before they were a company?
It might be before they were a company. They didn't really specify a time. They just said, didn't WWE hold a pay-per-view when AEW held their first Fight of the Fallen pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think it was. I was definitely not a fan that they did those in the first place. It's a very political-driven, those shows, the Fight for the Fallens.
Oh. Are those for, like, fallen soldiers? Is that
No,
what it's for?
no. That wouldn't be political. No, it's for school shootings. It's about banning guns.
The Fight for the Fallen? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
It started
worse.
there was a
That's lame.
a shooting in Florida, and some kids died. It was at a high school, which is horrible. But they wanted to ban guns, and so they're trying to get together and do...
In Florida.
Right.
They were to ban guns in Texas.
Right.
Good luck. Anyways, Vindicator said, sounds like Travis is hiring non-lethal hitmen right here on this chat. Maybe I should get on the phone to Cody and tell him to warn his AEW fans.
Right. Hey, Arn Anderson came out last night, pointed a gun...
His finger gun.
...at freaking Malakai and pulled the trigger.
Uh-huh. And then Cody Rhodes came out and beat him up. So... Trigger warnings right there. Robbie says, is Darby on tonight? Probably. Walter says, yummy shared Dalethea, right? Pie. Who doesn't want pumpkin pie? That was way before we talked about what I was eating, though. So he says, we know both the AEW and WWE are watching each other every move. Vindicator says, too bad. Well, good night, guys. Walter says, boo, MJF. Robbie says, haha, going back in time. Let's see. Walter's like, what happened? Robbie's like, haha, going back in time. Sophie says Rampage was taped last week. I don't know if they already taped Rampage for next week or going after tonight's Dynamite.
It'll probably be after this show, yeah. No, it'll probably be after this Wednesday's show.
Yeah. Sophie says Triple A is a Mexican wrestling promotion. Sophie says D is much better reader than Travis, and D is much more funny when she reads the chat. David Roberts says Sting, and Sophie says, what happened to the stream? And Walter says, did your power go off for a minute? And Rob says, D, don't hate on my boy Darby, he's goated. Darby sucks butthole. Vindicator says, stream's back, so it's safe for me to stop being shy and come back. Robbie says, yeah, D, I am excited for Darby. He's the man. I can tell that you're excited for him.
Penelope.
So, do you write him fan letters and, like, ask him to marry you?
That's what I do.
This seems normal for me. Darby.
Oh.
Jacob says, what if Punk attacks MJF? Nah, I don't think Punk can handle
Penelope,
MJF.
that looks painful. She just drops into the splits. Ruby, so...
I'm pretty sure she's probably used to it enough that it doesn't hurt her. So if it says there is no NXT TakeOver schedule for next year, but that could change at any time.
Yeah, they don't have any scheduled. They don't even have the next one scheduled.
That's true, they don't. That's kind of weird, right?
There's usually one in November or December.
Walter says Sting is the icon. Robbie says D has more jokes than Roseanne Barr. Vindicator says, Travis, do you have Ford or Soho winning the tournament? So Travis and I talked about this, and we think that it's going to be Soho. So we were looking at the girls that have the bye, and it was really weird, the people that have the bye. It was Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose,
Jade Cargill,
and
whoever's at the very
Thunder
top.
Rosa.
Thunder Rosa, yeah, that's right.
And so the bottom one made no sense. Chris Statlander, well, actually, Nyla Rose makes no sense either, but those two don't really make a lot of sense on getting a bye. So, and the Penelope Ford versus Ruby Soho thing, I would have to say that they're going to push Ruby into that tournament further along than they would Penelope.
I would like to see Jade Cargill win it, though. So,
yeah.
I got Ruby winning this one and then wrestling Statlander, and then we'll see what happens there. Because Statlander was pushed in the past.
True. Pickle is in the chat. Hey, Pickle says it's Saturday Night Wrestling, y'all, right?
It is, like the old days.
And Walter is going for Ruby Soho for the win on this.
Hey, like in the old days in Florida. That's when they wrestled, was on Saturday nights.
Sweet. Old Saturday Night Wrestling. Pickle says that's how you get heat from the crowd. Live it, learn it, love it.
Yes.
Sophie says, did they explain what is the point of the diamond ring that MJF has for 2 years? He won it in a tournament.
Battle Royal. He's won it twice. He's he's the only winner ever.
Yeah.
Nobody else has won that battle royal. It's happened twice.
Yep. So his ring is was the ring he got 2 years ago.
Right.
For the first one. Sophie says, aren't the Good Brothers a big part of the Elite storyline though? Kind of, but not really.
Not now. I mean, they didn't show them tonight.
Yeah, they weren't there with them this time.
I haven't seen them actually for a minute, it seems like, but
I wasn't here last Saturday, so I do not know if they showed up.
I didn't get to watch it last Saturday. I was reading the chat all last Saturday. I didn't even look up.
Mm-hmm. It's happened.
I can't even tell you what the main event was last week. Like you said, we got to watch that again.
Vindicator says Diamond Ring mean Maxwell got rich though through insider trading. Sophie Piccolo says, "Hey now, D, what's the boastful laughing about?" Oh, just laughing about boastfulness. Walter says Alec Baldwin is a good actor. Did you hear the news? I didn't hear
that he's a good actor.
Walter, what's the news about Alec Baldwin?
I like
there,
Alec
Walter.
Baldwin.
Tell us all about it.
I like when he's the lion on Madagascar.
Piccolo says, let's go, Ruby. And Ravi says, Soho wins it.
Penelope, I don't know what the hell that was.
Piccolo says that had rankings 2 through 5, get the bye. They had rankings of 2 through 5.
There's the bunny.
Bye. Well, I guess that makes sense if they're ranked in that and they get the bye.
You guys, this could definitely cause some trouble for
the
Ruby.
bunny is going to go up against...
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet, that's what it is. And whoever wins in that goes up against Jade Cargill. Ouch.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to do.
Sad day. Walter's like, come on, Ruby. Ravi says, the old days, how old are you guys? Ha ha ha.
No, I'm not that old, but it was in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s.
Okay, we're talking about old days of wrestling, not necessarily like our old days. You freak. Don't you know anything?
Freak.
God. Sophie says, remember when they had 4 or 5 NXT takeovers during the year?
Yeah, they did quite a few. I mean, they should at least do 4 with the big 4 main events that WWE has on their main roster.
Mm-hmm. They should. I mean, they are their own thing.
And they still might do them. They might just do them live on TV like we're doing Halloween Havoc this Tuesday.
Well, which would make sense because of how they're set up now as a...
developmental brand.
Yeah, as a developmental brand. So...
Listen, it sounds like her kidneys are still pumping. Her kidneys are beating.
Her kidneys are beating.
Good luck. Her kidneys are beating.
Oh, let's see. It says, D, Travis multitasks better than you. Ha ha. Sure, Ravi. Sure he does. Sure he multitasks better than me. You're hilarious. Oh, God, you're funny. Sophie says, remember when they had 4 or 5 NXT takers during the year? Ravi says, who's Alex Baldwin? Not familiar with him.
Alex?
Alex Baldwin is an actor in the United States.
It's
Ravi.
Alec.
Alec Baldwin. Alec. It's all the same anymore.
I don't know if there's another Baldwin that I don't know about. I know when Canada bombed him when we went to war. That's all I know. Back in 2002.
True. That happened. Only on South Park.
Yeah.
It wasn't real.
The Canadians had bombed the Baldwin.
Oh my God.
Actually, it was earlier than that because Clinton was the president because they were teasing Clinton to do the State of the Union. The Baldwins have bombed.
Vindicator says, I think
Canada.
Jade versus Chris will be the tournament finals with Chris winning just because she is a baby face.
Wow.
Interesting. That's
Statlander winning it, huh?
That's a pretty good predictions there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Piccolo says, I love your new TD, by the way. Okay, so I've actually worn this tee quite a bit on Wednesdays. But Piccolo, if you don't join us on Wednesdays, that's why you've never seen it. But I actually started wearing this tee on Wednesdays for AEW wrestling. And then I usually wear it for their pay-per-views, too. Guess I need to go onto their shop and see if there's any wrestlers I like enough that I can buy their crap.
That bitch.
That one I might. Because if she has that on her shirt. Because other than that, they don't have any cool sayings that I like. Like they do in WWE. There was a few that were hilarious. Like, that's why I like The Miz, is because of his attire was funny. The Awesome.
Oh, Ruby into the ropes. Oh, big
that and
knee
AJ
strike.
Lee's was pretty funny. I can't even remember what it said, but I do have that little shirt that doesn't fit me anymore. I think it fits half my body now.
Ruby, into the ropes. Penelope's deep trouble. Big clothesline from behind. The supermodel goes down. 1, 2, and
She tried
just
really
gets her
hard to
shoulder up.
get out of that 2 count. Walter's like, Ruby, please win.
Ruby Soho.
Right.
Ruby, 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 Ruby Soho.
Ravi says, LOD, I know, man. Do you? Do you know? Because says all of that NXT does not exist anymore. Dead and buried. Right? Like, that NXT of, like, the takeovers and, like, doing all that stuff is completely gone. Or coming up on the main roster and beating those people. Like, that shit, I don't think you'll be seeing that very much anymore. Sophie says,
Yeah, they're not going to be wrestling against Survivor Series or some shit like that. No.
Sophie says, I thought they taped the Impact pay-per-view a few weeks ago.
They may have.
They may have. Walter says, on the news, Alec had a gun and on purpose shot an
Executive?
executive director, I think is what he meant. It wasn't his fault doing a movie.
Huh. Well, that's cool. Do it! It always gets you good street cred if you can shoot somebody.
Okay, so you're saying, so what you're saying is that Alec Baldwin had a gun on a movie and then...
Accidentally shot somebody.
And he accidentally shot them? Or he shot them on purpose?
And it worked.
Piccolo says, I read about it, Walter. He had a prop gun with real bullets. Okay, so what's crazy about that is that's the same shit that happened
With
in
Brandon
The Crow
Lee,
with
yeah.
Brandon Lee. That is, if you guys do not know who he is, that's Bruce Lee's son. And he was shot and killed during a
Pretty
scene.
sure Bruce Lee was also killed by the same thing. Oh!
With a prop gun that had real bullets in it.
1, 2,
Real
and... Ah!
She kicked out. If you're going for
Ruby
Ruby
Riott.
Soho, she
Ruby
kicked
Soho.
out. Because that's who Walter wants to win. Please win.
Why is he stepping on it?
Ravi's like, Soho looks spiffing tonight. Piccolo said that. And Ravi says she got them tight abs. Sophie says ratings prediction for tonight's Dynamite with him having a lot of
Ruby's going to
competition.
roll her up. Penelope was just distracted. No.
Oh, she got out of it just in time.
The referee playing soccer with the brass knucks.
Oh, she won it. Oh, I thought she got out of that, but I guess that was 3 counts.
That was.
I looked up at wrong time. They had already gotten to a 1, and I thought it was a 2. Ruby Soho gets to go on.
Watch out, Red Velvet's
Lucky
getting you
her.
next. Red Velvet going to show up now,
I don't know, but all she has to do is just fall down, roll out of the ring, and leave.
right? Oh, there she is.
There's some Red Velvet.
Red Velvet looked very bouncy.
She does have kind of bigger boobs.
I did not
running
know
around
she had
down
anything
there.
like that upstairs.
Oh, poor bunny. Running away. Says ratings prediction for tonight. I don't know, do you have any ratings predictions for tonight's Dynamite?
No, it's going to be the same as last week. 750. I don't see any big matches that are worth watching except for Cody. And I don't know how many people give a shit about Cody.
I don't give a shit about what's happening next. Anthony Green versus Bobby Fish. Oh, barf.
Anthony Green. Why?
I don't
That's a
even know
black
these
match.
people. I don't even know.
That should be on AEW Dark.
So
Now,
the tournament for the championship is Anna Jay, Jamie Hayter, the Bunny, Red Velvet, Serena Deeb, and Hira Kushida is the other ones that are next. Yeah. And then the bye was Nyla Rose, Jade Cargill, and Thunder Rosa. So I don't know if we'll see another
I think we
championship
get one
fight
more
tonight with that, but that's the starting of the bracket for that. I sent you a message.
Uh-oh. Shove me in the what?
Way station? I don't know what is that. Sorry. To hold yourself accountable. Yes.
Accountability.
Accountability. Look at Sean's face. He's like, what the fuck just happened? Why am I doing this?
at his face.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know. Hey.
Hey.
Accountability.
Hey. Oh, yeah. So weird. Anyways, Robbie says, I didn't notice the TD, but it goes with your hair and eyes. Walter says, yep, Pete Cola. And Vindicator says, so Travis, in your unbiased opinion, based on pure wrestling, who is better between Penelope Ford and Liv Morgan?
I think you've already asked this one before, haven't you?
I don't think it was Penelope Ford. It was somebody else against Liv, but it's always going to be the other person.
Yeah, Liv is terrible at wrestling.
Unless maybe it's Eva Marie.
Right. No, Eva Marie doesn't win that one, though. That's definitely Liv.
See, you got to ask the right ones, bud.
I think Liv is all. I think Liv's better than Naomi. I think she's better than.
When she doesn't botch. Naomi's actually really good at when she doesn't botch.
Right.
But her and Liv are kind of on the same page when it comes to botching.
Yeah,
they're so
that
bad
match
at
might
it.
be terrible.
Ugh.
They might be stutter stopping. I
don't know if I could handle it. It would drive me
I
crazy.
feel like she's better than Mia Yim. She's probably better than Shayna Baszler. Trying to think the other people so he doesn't have to.
Pure wrestling.
Just wrestling. She's better than Baszler. She's better than Mia Yim by far. She's better than Dana Brooke, probably.
On a good day, she's better than Naomi.
Better than Naomi.
I would say she was better than Lana will ever be.
Yeah, well, Lana's not even there anymore, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other ones.
There's not going to be a big long list.
No, not in that.
That's probably it. On WWE side, there's probably a few that I'm forgetting. Like Mickie James or something.
I don't know, though. I mean, Mickie James, I don't know.
When she was younger, she was really good. When she was older, she couldn't move the same.
Well, who does? Does
but
anybody?
Yeah, I think Penelope's better. I think Nyla Rose is better. I think she's probably better than the Bunny. I'll give her that. The Bunny she's not that good.
Yeah, the Bunny's not really that good.
What's that other girl that's terrible? I see her, but I can't say her name for some reason.
What does she look like?
I can't remember.
Or has she been with anybody that stands out?
She might even be in the tournament. Let me look in the tournament real quick.
Anyways, let's see.
She may be better than Anna Jay. I'll give her that. Anna Jay didn't do too well last night.
Well, she had a wedgie a mile high up her coochie.
Oh, I forgot.
So, she kind of had a wardrobe malfunction of a little bit. So, she kind of wrestled kind of weird. Because she was trying to, keep her crotch area covered. And
she might be better than Jade Cargill. I haven't seen Jade really wrestle. The only time I ever saw her wrestle was against Red Velvet.
That, and it was kind of very muscly, throw around stuff.
And,
so we'll see.
And if it gets into a power competition, then obviously Liv's going to lose that against Cargill. But she might even be better than Cargill. But Cargill has a better personality, has a better character. Mm-hmm. She's that bitch instead of that crybaby or whiner or whatever. I don't know what Liv's character is exactly.
I don't know what she's supposed to be either.
It's very whiny. I don't know.
The infamous Bobby Fish, gross.
What the fuck?
This guy. I hate this guy already.
Well, why is he here? Why is this on the show?
He's the guy you want to go, why did you come? But why did you come?
Well, it's not just him, but it's the other guy too. Look at this other dude.
Whoever this other dude is that's wearing
something green or something.
What is he, some hippie? They find him in his little VW bug while he's smoking his dope. Robbie's NXT should have the 24/7 title. A lot of jobbers on NXT. Sophie says, do you see any AEW stars going on Dancing with the Stars in the future?
Maybe. If they get, I could see Cody on there, yes.
P. Cola says, on set, Alec had
Brandy.
mistakenly shot a couple of people. One died and another was hospitalized. Oh.
Brandy.
Oh my God, poor
be on
Alec.
there.
I bet he's just, could you imagine? You think you have a prop gun.
Smoking fool.
And you're just you're just shooting away and people are dying and you're like, are you acting?
Well,
Are you dying?
Obviously, somebody loaded the gun with real bullets. So
Yeah, so who
somebody
did
did on purpose.
Oh, yeah,
There's
totally
no
had to
accident.
have.
You cannot not see the difference in
Okay,
a real
so
bullet and a fake bullet.
Alec probably accidentally shot people.
Right.
But the person who loaded the prop gun for him knew they were putting real bullets in it.
Yeah, that was a murderer.
Yeah, they're a murderer. And poor Alec is basically the
tool.
The tool.
Okay.
Poor guy.
He's the fuse.
I bet you he's probably going to need lots of therapy. That would be something. How would you even deal with that? Like, I mean, you know.
You didn't do anything.
I know, but at the same time you did, right? Like, you didn't know you were doing it, but it's like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's like a train engineer.
True.
When somebody commits suicide.
Or they run the stop thing or go around the things or whatever. Vinegar says message retracted. Chris says, hey guys, hey Chris, how's it going, man? Pickle says, duh, I know Bruce and Brandon Lee's story is like they were my relatives, ha ha, right? And Robbie says Travis has Soho improved since she left WWE.
I've only seen her wrestle once, guys, or twice, so I can't answer that. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so before Ronda Rousey issue, she was good. She did really good. They were pushing her. She was doing really well. Ronda Rousey happened in shoulder surgery. You didn't see her for over a year, and now it's like
that's next Wednesday. So
Serena
no.
Deeb round 1 of Hiroko Shida on Wednesday for that one. But there's 2 other matches that one of them could happen tonight. Is that going to
be her 50th win?
I don't know, but she was having straight wins, so really she has to start over.
Oh.
Walter says prop gun.
So Fish won.
I'm glad I don't do movies. Yeah, we don't care about this guy. Chris says my Astros going to the World Series, baby.
Who are they playing? Did the Braves win tonight? If the Braves won tonight,
I think they're talking about go Braves, so I think people are wanting the Braves to win.
We all want the Braves to win.
Walter says Ruby won. Yeah, Sophie says when will AEW do their version of Halftime Heat? And Robbie says, ha, it's funny when D says barf, LOL. Piccolo says, congrats, Chris. Hope they play well against Atlanta. Sophie says a couple AEW stars appeared in Celebrity Family Feud. Robbie says, yo, people, come on. Keep liking and subscribing. Wrestling Gab on the road to 3K and beyond. David says, Liv Morgan. That's his thing on that one. Robbie says, Eva is some joke tang. And Piccolo says, funny we don't know if Mia Yim can wrestle. Thinks main roster. Well, and the problem of it is right, is she's with Keith Lee. Like, they're engaged to be married, right? So, she probably can't come if he's sick or something's wrong with him because they're together. And so now this guy's just beating up the other guy for no reason. Ugh,
Bobby Fish looks like he's some dude from the 20s.
Bobby Fish looks like a fat...
From, like, England. I could see him in, like, a trench coat.
He looks like a Fruit Loop. He looks like a Fruit
Who's going to come down?
Sophie says, you could tell that AEW booked this show as a show. Nobody will remember what is happening with it being on Saturday night.
It's just terrible booking.
Robbie says, Liv better than Mandy? Is Liv better than Mandy?
No, Mandy's not great, but Mandy is one match away from being a champion. Mm-hmm. I don't think if Liv was down in NXT, she would be in the championship race. Is that a Punk?
Ugh,
Punk comes down.
Really? Punk. Sophie says Dr. Britt Baker or Eva Marie, who is better? What? Dr. Britt Baker.
Baker's better in every single aspect.
Including being a dentist.
Except for body and looks and pretty face. That's it. Like, yeah. Eva Marie blows her out of the water in her face and her body.
In her body, yeah. But here says Liv's PR manager, that doesn't have LOL, would demand a buyout if she ever became a worse wrestler than Eva. Robbie says Liv better than Bliss. No.
No, God, no.
No. Bliss blows Liv out of the water every time. Bill says Mickie James had been my crush for a long time. Right?
Mickie James, she's been sexy since probably the 80s. She's right. 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Chris says, I would say Scarlett is on the same level as Liv based on what I've seen on Scarlett on the indies. But character-wise, obviously Scarlett is better, but she needs to return. Robbie says Britt is way better. LOL Sophie on a madness. Ha ha ha. Vindicator says Travis, who is a better pure wrestler between Adam Cole versus Adam Page?
Adam Cole. Adam Cole's the better wrestler.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Is he? Mm-hmm.
But the best in the world's in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sophie says the World Series could be predictable since not that many people will watch it.
Oh, it'll get some views if the Dodgers are in it. They'll get Los Angeles behind him.
Yeah.
The Latino community will be watching. And Houston is huge Latino community too. So that's a good portion of the population. And I'm not just saying
Houston's
that's
already in it. So can you imagine the Braves? The Braves have a multitude of fans. Like, I remember
they used to
even
be on
in our
TV.
state that people love the Atlanta Braves. Like, I mean, you'd see people wearing their stuff all the time.
It was on TN. They played every game. We got to see every Braves game.
Right. Ravi says, is Liv better than Alicia Fox?
Yes.
Chris says, Tay Conte is better than Anna Jay. If Tay beats Britt for title, Anna Jay will turn on Tay. Tay Conte.
Yeah, I don't know if Tay Conte is better. I mean, she's obviously better than Anna Jay, but I don't know if she's great.
Right.
She's cute. She's very cute. I don't consider her, like, highly attractive, but she's very cute.
Robbie says Bobby Fish and a weird face. Sophie says, with AEW going back on Wednesday night this week, do you think they gained new viewers with them being on Saturday the past couple of weeks? It's a possibility. It's Leo Rush and that weird guy. I'm pretty sure he's a black guy ginger. That guy's totally a ginger, isn't he?
I don't know if you can say that. That might be a weird one.
That he's a ginger?
He's not a ginger.
He looks like he's a black guy ginger. I'm pretty sure they can be gingers. I think they can have red hair. Does he have freckles? I bet he has freckles. He's totally a ginger, isn't he? He is not happy with whatever Leo Rush was saying, though.
Well, he's my least favorite wrestler in the history of the sport.
So we don't care about his happiness. Vindicator says, damn, no love for the Mafia's main guy, Bobby the Bone Breaker Fish. He would be awesome in a Goodfellas remake.
Right, wouldn't he? Like,
maybe he should go do that.
From behind!
The Motorhawk. Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston got to do whatever he can.
That's right, because Lance Archer is a big man.
Lance Archer's going to beat the shit out of him here in a second.
Because is right. That's very traumatizing. Exactly.
Do you guys think that Vince is upset now that Triple H signed Karrion Kross over Lance Archer? He had his choice out of one of them. And so he signed Karrion and didn't sign Archer.
Ouch. Jacob says Anthony Green is just an indie wrestling. Robbie
says
Rhonda should never leave her house. She might not. She did have a baby. So people says, yeah, Bobby
he
has
just
one more.
slammed a fan right into...
Well, there you go. That's what you wanted.
It is.
You wanted fans to get involved.
So this fan has got to be Ric Flair's kid or something.
This fan is definitely
He's a Flair.
Plant. He's a plant.
This is funny. I was talking about doing this earlier.
He's an albino.
He looks like Ric Flair.
Kidding. He's an albino.
So we're waiting for Ric Flair to show up. It's a perfect time.
There he is. Oh wait, that's not him. Anyways,
Lance Archer got a little bit of a beer belly. He looks good out there.
He's like, I got my dad bod going on tonight.
Woo!
Careful, Alita likes it. She likes those dad bods.
Looking like Big Daddy Cool.
Pickle's like, yeah, Bobby has one more on TNT compared to his last year in NXT. Robbie says, and Keith Lee is just couching at home, making peas from WWE.
I think we're going to see him on Monday.
Sophie says AEW is kind of like an old NXT reunion with who they have got over there. And Luke is in the chat. Hey, Luke.
Hey, there's
says,
Luke.
Hola, hola. Hola, bien.
Luke,
bien.
we missed you on, what day was that? Thursday? Thursday. We had so many freaking people that we couldn't even keep up.
We have lots of people. Lots of people. Robbie says Eva has more plastic on her than a shopping bag. Well,
that's in her, and that's fine.
Chris says Punk versus Fish. Ew. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. Sophie says it seems like the main roster writers chose who they want to send back to NXT.
Something.
And Chris says, yeah, but the Astros, we are better Latino community. The Astros are better. That's probably true. Very true.
They're in Texas, so I'm going to go out on a limb.
They're kind of sketchy over there. Latin Kings and whatnot. Sophie says the last few years, the World Series ratings haven't been that good. Couldn't imagine why.
Well, last year didn't count.
Don't count last year.
I don't even count last year, so all the Dodgers fans I know out there hate me, but it's like, it doesn't count. Quit trying to make it count. It doesn't count. It never will count. Only Dodgers fans care about it. I feel bad for Tampa Bay because they made the World Series in a year that it didn't count.
No counting.
But they lost anyway, so it doesn't matter. I remember when they lost back in the day. I think it was to St. Louis. I thought David Price was going to lead them to the World Series that year. He was their top prospect.
Oh, yeah.
And they brought him up just to pitch relief. And I'm like, start him. And then he became an ace.
Nice.
It's like, why didn't they just start him then?
Right?
He was an ace then. He pitched at Vanderbilt, so he was already experienced.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like he was a high school kid.
True. Yeah, and if they already had him going, then they should have just put him up there.
Yeah, just pitch.
But they didn't, huh?
No. Although he did pitch well against Boston to get to the World Series. But then in the World Series, none of them pitched good, and St. Louis ran him. I think it was like 4-1 or something. I think 5 games or something.
Piccolo says he's mulatto. Example, Blake Griffin. White mama and black daddy, probably.
Ah!
Yeah, he is, but
I didn't know
he
he could
looks
say things
like
like that.
he's like a ginger. Like,
Have you
so one of his parents, whichever one was the white one, I guess, we'll say that, has to be a redhead. They totally have to be a ginger because he looks like a ginger. I've never really looked at him before because I've never really liked him, so I don't pay attention to him. So, Chris says, I don't know who returns more, Leo Rush or Sasha Banks. Bobby says Leo Rush with his child's body. Pico says, well, more like Ricky Morton. Robbie says, Ric Flair, how is the man still rolling? Chris says,
I can't believe he's still alive.
Chris says, LOL, Lance Archer thinks he's Kenny Omega with the flashy tights. And Sophie says, Lance Archer was part of the WWE at one point in his career.
I don't remember him, but that doesn't mean anything.
Luke says, sorry, I was dealing with an animal wrapped in barbed wire that wandered onto our property. But I watched it, and it was actually really good, the pay-per-view. Yeah, that Crown Jewel was actually really, really good.
One of the best of the year.
It was pretty good in that sense. I'm sorry. Hopefully that animal's okay. That barbed wire can be a pain. Robbie says, I would wear that Leo Rush. I'd wear what Leo Rush is wearing. That's a cool tee. That tee that Leo Rush is wearing, I would wear it too because it's cool, he says. Robbie says, LO Travis, a win is a win. Ha, ha, ha.
A win is a win.
Big up, Luke. Hope the animal is okay. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Monday for Raw. Bye, Walter. Have a great rest of your weekend.
See you, boss.
Praise the Lord and whatnot. Minicator says, Travis, do you think Eddie Kingston and Sami Zayn would have a good hypothetical feud?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be interesting, to say the least. Eddie Kingston's quite a bit bigger than him. But it would
their
still be pretty
talking
cool.
segments would be pretty fun.
Hogwarts Tournament of Houses, man. I'm looking forward to that. Is it going to just be trivia?
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
I hope it's book trivia, not freaking movie trivia.
Maybe it'll do
I suck at movie trivia. I was like, I have no idea.
Because I think Travis would look great with Archer braids.
So my ex, my baby's mom, has them. And she was like...
She has like fake dreads. It's so
She
weird.
was featured on the it's called Urban City or something, hairdressers page.
She's white. What the fuck?
Anyways, so she was on there. I saw it on my Facebook. I got on there last night, and it went down and said, also follows Urban whatever,
Oh my
Urban
God,
City.
seriously?
And yeah, and they showed her hair. She had just got it done, so her hair's brand new again. Like she just got it done on the 21st. So 2 days ago. I don't know when the 21st is. I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Malakai, Cody, still to come. We know that. That's what our thumbnail says. It's Malakai.
Mm-hmm. It's Malakai.
All right, Lance Archer's obviously got the upper hand again. He's worked his way back up to the top.
Sophie says a lot of baseball fans didn't watch last season because the season didn't count.
It just didn't count.
Yeah, if you're a real baseball fan, you didn't.
I didn't watch one game last year.
Robbie says, LOL, what's wrong with ginger people, D? Haha. They have no soul. Have you ever watched South Park?
My daughter has ginger, and she has...
They have no soul. Literally, they have no soul.
My sister's a redhead.
She has
who
no
is
soul.
Ayla's mom. I'm pretty close to soulless myself. Oh! Lancer landed on his forearms and his head.
Is he okay?
He landed on his arms a little bit, too. There's Tony Nese again.
Right, but...
What was his thing?
But I want to... Okay,
The premier
he's moving around a little bit, so he might be okay. Premier athlete.
The premier athlete.
It said it above his name.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's what they called him in WWE, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what his name was. He was the premier athlete.
See?
Mm-hmm.
He lands right on that crown of that head. Watch.
I know.
I think it's his forearms.
Okay,
more.
hopefully it is.
I think he caught himself with his arms.
Okay.
It would have already been over if he couldn't. So it's part of the show. He did it on purpose.
Okay.
Oh, now they got doctors coming down and talking to
I don't even remember who won the 2019 World Series. Chris says Lance Archer was in WWE's version of ECW. He was called Vance Archer.
Was it the Washington team? I think they beat the Red Sox with Scherzer and Strasburg in their rotation. They beat either Houston or Boston. I can't remember. Eddie Kingston wins.
I think something happened. I think he's not okay. I think they changed the ending to that. I don't think he's okay.
Huh. Look at this fucking guy. He looks like a freaking Fester. Remember Fester?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that body.
Yeah, I think there's something happening.
Yeah, he just put him in there and rolled him up. So.
Yeah, something happened.
So, obviously, Lance Archer.
Lance Archer, he might have gotten a concussion or something. He landed kind of funny after his rotation. He didn't quite fully rotate. And when he landed, it's kind of quick when they show it. If they do it in a slow motion, we might be able to see it better.
He must have hit just his forehead.
Yeah. Because there's no way, because this is for the thing, there's no way they would put Eddie Kingston against Bryan Danielson.
Right. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It would
make
have
a lot
to
of
have been
sense,
Lance.
It's all right.
Dang it, poor guy. I hope he's okay. That
Did you ever
sucks.
see when Brock tried to do the moonsault off the top?
He's probably never tried it again.
They told him no. They told him no, and then he tried to do it anyways. And he almost broke his freaking neck.
And they're like, yeah, this is why we told you no, sir. We told you no for a reason.
I want to say it was against Kurt Angle, but I'm not sure. Cody was trying to call it quits, and they're like, no, that doesn't work.
Right? Because, like, enjoy your evening, Sir Walter. And Sophie says he was Lance Hoyt in the WWE. Chris says, I could see AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn as a main event feud.
I think his last name is Hoyt.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, Robbie's message retracted. But then Robbie says, D, Drowned Fool was so good. I only watched one match. Haha. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
What was that?
Drowned Fool. What is that? Is that a show? Like, what are you talking about? Sophie says, Vance Archer, wasn't he in the WWE for a month or two?
I have no idea.
Beats me. Robbie says, oh, haha, no soul. South Park was decent. Hello, they don't have souls. Luke says the animal is fine and at a rescue shelter recovering, but it was so bad. I called a vet and it took us 2 hours to cut it all away and clean it for transport. Oh, poor animal. What kind of animal was it? A sheep?
It's tough.
Was it a sheep? Was it a goat? Was it a donkey? Sheep are kind of stupid, so I bet it was a sheep. Chris says, oh shit, Tony Nese in AEW. He's just there. I don't think he's in it, but he's there. Sophie says, so Travis and Ayla were a couple. That's interesting. No, Sophie. Ayla is Travis's niece. Ayla's mom is Travis's sister. His sister is a ginger. Travis's baby mama is a ginger. His daughter is a ginger. They all have no souls. Yeah. Back that up. Pickle says, yeah, Brock thought he was a luchador, haha. Well, it didn't work out so well for him, did it? Robbie says AEW don't really do much in match replays. Vindicator says Eddie versus Brian will be a smalls-paced match that will test your patience and cognitive abilities for at least 22 minutes, right? And so he says they should have canceled baseball last year like they did with every sport. I don't understand why they didn't do that. Because because the players stay 6 feet apart normally anyways.
Yeah, and they tried a whole bunch of new rules.
And they tried out a whole bunch of weird stuff. Robbie's like, crown jewel equals drowned fool. Oh, well, when you say it that way, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Look at this. Lambert.
Well, Robbie, the reason why you only watched maybe one match was because you were at work, and hopefully you were working. Loser. I'm just kidding. It looks like it was a cow. Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense. They're kind of stupid, too. Robbie says, LOD with a hella disrespect. Yeah, you're so common. I learned that today. Look it up. What?
Disrespect.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Let's see. Sophie says, so Luke took care of Brandon? The cow? Yes, old Brandon, the cow, got stuck in the barbed wire, and Luke took care of it. Didn't you, Luke? Totally took care of it.
Wherever we go, we own that place.
Huh, interesting.
Ethan Page is good on the mic, isn't he?
Better than that guy.
Than Scorpio?
Yeah. I don't think he was very good on it.
No, he's not very great.
The
other guy is, though. Lambert?
Yeah. Vindicator says Ayla separates herself from her soul when she enters the chat and re-emerges with it when she leaves the chat. She might. She's not really a ginger, so.
Oh, Lord.
At your terrible fashion sense. I mean, your shirt's okay. But your pants are terrible and I hate your shoes.
You hate his shoes.
Oh, they just look stupid with his high water pants. It's just
The
crazy. It looks
PR
like he
nightmare.
should be dressed in...
Well, I don't like his pants being
Okay.
high waters.
Okay, his shoes remind me of something that Hugh Hefner would wear around his house with his silk robes. Okay?
There he is.
His slippers. Oh, the guy that doesn't do anything with his belt that he got. Loser. Loser.
Were those diamonds in it before?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I thought you guys liked that. That's called CM Punk. Oh, wait. I mean, what? That's ridiculous. This guy doesn't even defeat the title. You don't defend it at all. You don't defend it. You don't ever defend it. I haven't seen you defend it yet.
Because he's new.
That's as it should be, dum-dum. Like, he's the only one that counts. You don't go home with the rest of the roster. You only go home with yourself. You make no sense.
Get him, Lambert.
Is he stomping his foot like a 3-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Sammy's like, yeah, it totally made sense when I said that. I read it off my cue card. Robbie says, LOD hurting my feelings. I could cry, but he's laughing. But I'm not Liv. It looks like question mark? What do you mean question mark? About your cow, Brandon, that you saved?
Old cows.
Oh my god! Sophie is basically insulting Brandon.
The cow?
No, Brandon.
Oh, our Brandon.
Because Luke took care of a cow, and the cow probably looks like Brandon. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Brandon, where are you?
Sophie told Dwayne that he's prettier than Brandon. A lot better looking than that other guy he has on there. Dwayne's like, who is that? Is she single? What's going on?
Oh, God.
He did too. He's all like, I'm like, dude, what are you going to see? It's text. He's like, who said that?
A person? So it says, didn't any of the new rules from last season of baseball carry over this season of baseball?
Look who. Yeah! You leave. You leave. Well, that's just a dumb clause to put in there in the middle of nothing. You know what I mean?
Right?
That's not going to happen.
Pickle's like, don't hate on metrosexuals, D. Ha ha. Okay, I'm not hating on metrosexuals. You guys can take care of yourselves and look piff all you want. I just don't like his high water pants and his weird velvet shoes. Okay? They're hideous. I don't like them. It looks dumb. It looks
But you're on
another level of dumb. He's like, I'm waiting for my flood.
That's already a condition. Is Paige Van Zant one of them?
Okay, so he's not defending his title at all.
Next week he is.
On Wednesday?
Against Ethan Page. That's what it's all about.
I thought he said I will see you guys at Full Gear.
No, if he wins, he gets to pick the 3 members that they're going to fight at Full Gear.
Oh.
If he loses, then no. Oh, he just got punched in the face.
He did.
Oh, Santana and Ortiz showed up. That changes the game. Oh, and Hager.
Sophie says Sasha versus Becky match last week beat CM Punk's match on Rampage last week.
Run away is all I got to say. When the Inner Circle shows up.
Yeah, those guys. He's like, I wore some eyeliner tonight.
Should I start wearing some eyeliner?
I think you should.
I noticed.
I'm pretty sure that he has eyeliner on
Ollie
tonight.
did it too.
Oh, I know Ollie did it. He did it for a reason. But look at, he looks like he's got makeup on.
He used to do it in college, right here.
Yeah.
On that white skin right there.
Uh-huh.
And I would just smudge it in so it was darker.
Right. Did it help when it was glary outside?
No, it just made me look, my blue eyes look brighter rather than being circled by just pure white or whatever that color that is.
Yeah,
it was just a little darker.
On Wednesday in Boston. Boston.
He's supposed to be yelling and screaming.
Yelling. Sophie says because Robbie says that guy looks like he should be going to a posh bar.
Yeah.
Talking about Ethan Page. Sophie says Sasha Becky's match last week beat CM Punk's match on Rampage last week. Luke says, I'm surprised you're not watching Impact's Bound for Glory to see the
Braun Strowman?
The Iconics. I mean, the Inspiration return.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't be missing AEW though.
Yeah,
I'll tune it on later.
We'll probably take a look at it later, but
Shakur Stevenson's also fighting tonight, and so I would have to watch that over that also.
Yep. Vindicator says Sammy should sell that belt on eBay. Hopefully McBossman buys it and uses it as the new United States Championship. Damian Priest needs a little more glitz and glamour. Pickle says Lambert's voice is nails across the chalkboard.
It is, but he's good. But yeah, it is pretty weird.
Yeah, Robbie says, what the blood clot is the mugs with the shirts chatting about? They're chatting about everything. Vindicator says, that's it. Brandon will never sit in the chair next to Travis ever again. Now he's stuck with the guy in the shenanigans shirt. Sophie says, Impact pay-per-view buys might not be big because of it competing against WWE, AEW, and baseball. And Jacob says, I thought they were supposed to be a big tag team match, Inner Circle versus whoever these losers are.
Santana and Ortiz? Or,
no, Inner Circle versus whoever these losers are.
Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Robbie says, Mans has ankle swingers on. Yeah, those.
Live on Wednesday, John Moxley, number 10.
10 for the tournament. Interesting. Sophie says, I take the guy who was the co-host last week over both Brandon and Ayla.
Yeah, you liked
him not doing anything. He just sat there and stared. Yeah, that's real entertainment right there. He's just standing there like this.
There is a possibility, guys, that Brandon will be here on the 13th. He does like the AEW pay-per-views.
What? That guy just kick him?
You're not close enough to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, can you move? I need to get in the middle.
So,
What's he saying? What's going on over there? Why aren't they wrestling? Anyway, Sammy Guevara's doing his weird things again.
Who said that?
He's talking about big surprise. American plop team. The poop team. What?
That's you. You know what to do. What are you doing? I was showing you.
What I look like?
Yeah, what was happening.
He's talking about them coming out to run their mouths again, and I say, it's time to run mine. Yeah, you should run your mouth, because I don't really want to hear you.
Run it!
He's not running his mouth, though. He's just writing signs. He's like, I can't get it. And he's talking to Ethan Page. Let's see. Jacob says, I thought they were supposed to be a big match, whoever, blah, blah, blah. Robbie says, is the old guy the uncle for the two knuckleheads? No. He's actually a trainer for UFC or MMA stuff or whatever. Sophie says, what would be your perfect wedding?
June and the, what's that place called?
I don't know. What place is it? What are you talking about?
That Bride Wars was about it.
Some kind of venue.
Yeah, it was in New York, though. It's famous.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can't remember the name
my
of it.
cleverness doesn't work now because I can't think of what it's called. Anyways, the perfect wedding would be a shotgun one, maybe. You get somebody pregnant, and then the dad makes you marry him.
Oh, God. Sophie says, I'm surprised your two friends, Ayla and Brandon, aren't in the chat like they usually are.
Ayla's upset. She didn't win her house.
Oh, they didn't get it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dang it. Robbie says, when the marriage lasts longer than the wedding day. Minicator says, it's funny how AEW and WWE want to do bracket tournaments during the same time of the year. Such competitive pettiness should not be rewarded with high ratings, LOL.
Right. I love brackets. I think there should be a bracket about something all the time, but...
Sophie says, Dan Lambert is AEW version of People Power, Nikki and Brie Bella's stepfather.
Laryngitis.
Oh, man.
He talks like this.
Sophie says, Ayla does nothing when she is on as well. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Beagle says, picture Mox driving around as a UPS driver and punting your packages like a kicker. Right? He's all angry about it. And his helper is Eddie Kingston. Could you imagine?
Uh-oh. John Silver. Yes, you have big arms, dude.
He's like, look at my arm.
You're 3 foot tall.
Look at it. Look at my arm.
You take your arms off and put them on a normal-sized human. Oh, look. Your arms aren't as big as his.
Vindicator says American Plop Team sounds like something Otis and Dewdrop would be a part of for their intergender championships that they mercifully got rid of.
Right.
Right, Vindicator? You're right on with that one. The Plop Team. Thanks and apologize.
He's apologizing. What kind of question are you guys going to have? I'm going to be Bambi.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be Bambi. Who the fuck wants to be Bambi?
I think he needs to be the
Look
skunk.
at him. He's like, I'll be real cute.
He needs to be Flower, the skunk.
All right, here comes Jungle Boy.
Robbie says, Liberty damn you. Now that song is stuck in my head. Ha ha. Sophie says, did you see Ryback and Mansoor have some type of Twitter exchange today? Did
Ryback and
I don't watch any
Mansoor,
of that stuff. Twitter's stupid.
That would be interesting to see.
Vindicator says, the only
Mansoor
thing...
getting thrown like a dart.
The spear-like person. Vindicator says, the only thing I wish WWE would copy from AEW other than more matches and better promos is keeping actual win-loss records.
Like
to bring a little more of the sports feel to it like boxing and MMA.
And by doing it, it creates storylines with rankings.
Yeah.
Because then you can just have number 6 wrestle number 8. And it doesn't have to have any story. It just, number 6 has to wrestle number 8.
True. And the Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury is in the chat.
Wow, that's a fantastic name.
That's a mouthful name.
That is a mouthful. It's easy for you to say.
AEW is in Orlando, and I met Mick Foley in Orlando earlier. I wonder if he's going to visit some of his pals.
Woo! Boy, almost died right there. His head was up like this, and
God.
he just barely got it to the side. Wow!
Damn.
Oh, Brandon Cutler in this one.
He got his foot up.
Look at his shoes. They're fantastic. It's like that motorcycle I was going to paint my motorcycle like.
No. Sophie says Kenny Omega got AEW version of Paul Heyman as his manager. And
Brandon
Robbie
Cutler.
says LOL Otis and Dumpling
Putting it
is a team
down.
that would plow through tag teams. Sophie says if the WWE
Oh, Brandon Cutler getting the shit smacked out of him.
People complaining about that.
You know who Brandon Cutler wrestles like?
Who?
Kramer off I want to say Frazier, but that's not the wrong one. It's
Seinfeld.
It's over. That was a 20-minute time limit.
And he made
But
it
look at
in
him.
a few
Is
minutes.
that not Kramer?
About in his goofiness.
He's like, oh,
Sophie says I met Mick Foley at a Christmas party in Long Island.
Did you get hammered?
Sophie. Who doesn't want to meet Mick Foley at a Christmas party in Long Island?
Was he Cactus Jack? Or
Look at the
Mankind?
crowd. Everybody's like got their arms waving around in the air like they just don't care. You know it's a party.
Uh-oh, who's he going to address?
He's gonna talk?
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking.
Maybe he's calling it quits.
He's like, I'm done. I don't want to be a wrestler anymore. I just want to be a jungle
He's
boy.
like, I don't want to look like Tarzan anymore.
He's like, I just want to go to the jungle. For real. Gonna go to the Amazon.
Right? In South America. Jaguars and snakes. Cayman. That's it. Oh, there's some monkeys. That's
a
it.
lot of monkeys. There's some nasty
Look, there is
snakes,
a
too.
wolf in the audience up there.
There's a furry at AEW? How creepy is that? Who's he calling out?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was looking at wolves in the audience. The whole elite.
He's calling out the elite people.
Any one of you? So, oh yeah, that's right. He's going to be wrestling Cole.
Oh, that guy.
Not tonight, but at
okay.
Rampage.
That guy.
He's like, all right. See, it's Kramer.
Oh my god, seriously?
Here comes Cole. Captain Save-A-Ho.
Captain, my face is really tiny, but I have a ginormous head. Seriously, who let this guy talk?
He's from the developmental of WWE. He's good.
Hi, I'm so glad that Christian Cage said what he said because it's so true.
You weren't even on the main roster, Mr.
You're
Development
a
Boy.
loser.
Oh, they're going to go right now.
Oh, go. Get
Adam
him.
Cole should have left his jacket on.
Why, you don't want to see his feminine physique?
His lady arms. Oh, the Bucks from behind!
Of course the elite people came from the behind because they're bad guys and nobody can do it by
Uh-oh.
themselves.
Bring out Marco Stunt. Where's the Luchasaurus?
Vindicator says, Sophie, you never learned that Dalethea and Travis like to keep life simple. None of that newfangled social stalking stuff with Twitter, Twitch, Tinder, and any other obnoxious words I can't remember.
Well, I was going to get on Tinder, but then I remembered I was in a relationship with old what's-her-name.
Yeah, get on Tinder so I could stalk some wrestlers. Get onto the old OnlyFans. Piccolo says that match was opposite of a slobber knocker.
Yeah. Old Kramer in there wrestling Jungle Boy.
Sophie says, I watched the first season of and no, he was just himself, Mick Foley, and I was underage for drinking. We didn't say you were drinking. We were asking if Mick Foley was drinking.
I asked if they were hammered, but yeah. I asked somebody was hammered.
Or Sophie, and I thought you meant if Mick Foley was hammered. Right. Robbie says Otis and Dumpling tag team name would be Beauty and the Beast. That's hilarious. Sophie's like,
you shouldn't call Dumpling a beast. That's a dick move.
That is kind of a dick move. Sophie says
we all know Otis is pretty.
He is pretty. Especially since he chopped
he bagged
beard,
Mandy.
Since he cleaned himself up. Took all of his hair off and cleaned off his face. He's real pretty. Definite beauty right there.
When are you going to learn? Oh, look, they're kissing him.
Gross. Sophie says Eva Marie is filming a movie for a while. That's why they injured her.
Yeah.
She's going to do a movie, huh?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Hopefully it's on Cinemax.
Hopefully it's not a porno.
Oh, Jungle Boy, head over heels.
Through a table or two. Robbie says, did that geezer in the blue steal Kofi Kingston's sneakers?
Oh, Brandon. Yeah, that's what it looked like, right?
Piccolo says, it was an elite swerve, right? Robbie says, Jungle Boy bringing back the 80s with that tune.
Starting to yawn.
Holy crap, does he have a... Look at that scar.
I can't tell if it's a welt or a scar. Oh, Brandon Cutler's cooling everybody off.
He's so not traumatized that he's cooling him off already. That's how untraumatized he is.
So Cole looks just like Kim's brother. I have to find a picture of Kim's brother.
He has a tiny face like that with a big head.
He looks just like that. Every time I see him, it reminds me of him.
That's just creepy.
I wonder if it is. I wonder if his name's Brooke in real life.
I don't think so. I think somebody told us what his real name is before. Beagle says, count another win for the bad guys. Robbie says, Adam Cole more orange than a flight attendant.
Hey, I like that. You know what was it? Southwest Airlines back in the 80s or 70s. All their girls wore short skirts and go-go boots.
Uh-huh.
And like everybody smoked and they just partied on the plane.
Right? Dick flipping and everything.
Probably just hot helicopter and that shit.
I'm sure.
Just like.
Oh, for sure.
Poking people in the eyes and shit.
So he says so far there is no winner between the Braves and whoever they are facing. The Dodgers.
The old Dodgers. Yeah, it probably started at the same time this did. So and baseball games are usually around 3 hours.
So Hiroshita and Deeb had a fight earlier in the week. Weird.
Probably. It's time. We got to see that come to a fruition.
All right, somebody's got to win it. Who's
Lots going on this Wednesday. Hey, look, it's official. CM Punk against that fish. Is it a trout?
His Dynamite debut. He's having it against that guy? Oh my god.
Daniel versus Eddie. That's Friday.
Rampage.
Well, I like the Sedell Bros, but no thank you.
Malakai Black versus Cody Rhodes. Up next.
It's Malakai.
It's Malakai. Malakai.
All right, Malakai, Cody coming up next.
What is your main event match for the night? Sophie says Adam Cole went from being a main eventer in NXT to whatever he is in with AEW. Yeah, garbage. Oh wait, he was garbage before. But here says it would be Dynamite Wednesday without a meaningless 8-man tag match. Well, they didn't have a 8-man tag match, so...
Not in this one. This is Saturday.
And it's Saturday, so that's why they didn't.
Yeah, so next Wednesday, they've got to do an 8 to 12-man tag team match.
Yes. Robbie says Dia's loving the Cole slander. Yeah, slander him all up and down. Sophie says, I'm a Mets fan, and I'm used to being disappointed even though I saw them win the Knicks NICS in 2014 or 15. I don't know. I have no idea. I know nothing.
She doesn't know much about that.
I don't know about Knicks or NICS's winning Mets 15-14 year. I have no idea.
And LCS? Because there's no such thing as an NICS.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
An LCS? Because there's no such thing as an NICS.
It's probably an L. I just can't see it. Yeah, NLCS. Sorry, my bad. Robbie says Jungle Boy flew faster than Concorde off the ramp. Ha ha. Sophie says wait till AEW does house shows like the WWE does. They kind of do that on Dark, Sophie.
No, Dark might be recorded with Rampage. They might do all the recordings in one time. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But isn't there Dark like house shows? Isn't that kind of like house shows?
I think it's recorded.
Oh. Indicator says, Dalethea, be sure you take a break like I do when Philip Jack and Fish have their cringe-inducing Pepto-Bismol match on hump day. I know. Ugh. That is like throw-up worthy right there. Like, gag me with a spoon all up and down. Robbie says D. Cole is having the time of his life on AEW. Yeah, with his tiny little facial features. God, they're so creepy. Sophie says, I saw the Mets win the National League Championship Series.
My buddy Rob just came in and told, or not in here, but in there, or not in there, in here.
Yeah.
Told me that that Nico Ali is fighting again tonight. He's on the undercard for so he might be fighting right now.
Right now? We're missing it?
Possibly. I don't know if he's fighting right now. He's just on the undercard.
Damn you, AEW.
I watched his first fight. That's Muhammad Ali's grandson.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about him however long ago, a couple months ago or something.
Right. He's like, I just want to make sure. So anyways, he said, hey, just making sure that you know that Nico Ali Walsh is fighting today. He's on the Stevenson versus Henry card.
Oh, so it says Dark is going to be recorded where Impact used to film their television shows.
Huh. It's wise.
Well,
my wife needs her champion back. She just wants to show her boobies, buddy. Just give it up.
He's like, I have my necklace with my ring on it. See it? He's funny. He's like, I can't wear it in the ring. But I wear
Lana should just show up on AEW TV for free.
Like, she should just show up on there as, like, his little, like, hello, here I am. Like Scarlett Bordeaux kind of did for Karrion Kross, and then go off and then walk off. La 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 la. I guess they changed it for him, that TNT championship.
Kind of hard to tell.
Because that belt has to be different, because the one he had green look. See, look at it.
Yeah.
So it was.
They made it sparkly in the middle.
They made it all diamondy and weird.
Do you see his face?
Oh yeah, how he has like these really tiny facial features and really ginormous forehead and head.
Yeah. Look at the eyes, though. I mean, that looks just like Cole.
That's funny. He's like these little beady. You know, though he would be considered an untrustworthy person.
This beady eyes.
Because he has tiny, beady little eyes.
Like Canadians.
So if your eyes are close together and beady, like tiny, like Cole's is, like Adam Cole's face is, they would be considered untrustworthy back in the days.
Both men come out with black lights on, so it is Alistair.
Alistair Black's first. Robbie says, oh, Cole can't help the way he looks, or can he? He could always get plastic surgery.
No, you cannot get your eyes separated.
He could get them opened more.
What's her name would get them jacked together?
So, Sophie says, I think AEW was
Uma Thurman
talking about doing house shows, but that was before COVID. He'll have an eye wrangler. He needs, like Uma Thurman and her eye wrangler.
Malakai. It's Malakai. Malakai.
Sophie says they changed Sami Zayn's theme song. I didn't notice it at first.
Yeah, he's hard to notice. But he did pretty good.
It wasn't all upbeat and weird like it has been.
Well, it was like a ska song before. Now I think it's a lot slower.
Oh, is it?
Before it was really ska-y.
Oh. Well, maybe they didn't want everybody to think that he was, a communist. Fidel Castro and stuff, Didn't didn't want him to bring out his anger. Like, well, it's a new season, so we're going to change some stuff.
Malakai sitting Indian style right in the middle of the ring. He showed up last night.
He did show up last night in the dark. It was creepy.
Kicked Pac right in the face.
Pickle says, I heard a rumor that CJ Perry has an OnlyFans now. Yeah, she gets naked.
Yeah, she gets naked on there, too.
You heard that rumor correct.
She, talks to fans with her, nipples out and shit. It's weird. She'll have, a low shirt on. She'll just pull, a nipple out. And she's just
still talking.
Texting them and stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Like, ew, your nipples out. She's like, oh, I know. Give me 50 cents. I'll pull the whole boob out. No, I'm just kidding.
Zelina Vega says, she'll do pictures for $500 or whatever, but they won't be nude. She said, don't ask for nudes, but she'll do any cause. Anybody you want her to.
She does cosplay a lot.
Anything you want her to be, she will, and she'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
For $500.
Yeah. Which I think is very respectable. There's nothing wrong with what Zelina Vega does on OnlyFans. That is respectable. What CJ Perry is doing is basically porn.
She'll do lingerie, she'll do cosplay, and she'll do something else.
Yeah, but she's covered up. There's no naked showing.
Yeah, she says do not ask for
parts.
nudes.
That is for her husband.
For Malakai.
That's for Malakai. That is not for other people.
Cody, the American Nightmare.
Sophie says there were people complaining about them changing Sami Zayn's theme song. Who are these people that do all this complaining?
I think Sophie reads Twitter.
I think Twitter is Sophie's go-to. And that must be the people that she talks about all the time, because that's the only people I know of that complain about everything.
You're never going to see everybody happy. Nobody's going to be happy on Twitter.
Any social media, nobody is ever happy.
Braun Strowman won. Oh.
That
should have been Brock. Brock won. Oh, it should have been Brock.
Robbie says Miro looking big these days.
All right.
Defo stacked.
Wow, they are rushing this fight. I guess we got 13 minutes.
Yeah, they gotta rush it. It's a 20-minute time limit, and they only got 13 minutes to do it in.
Right? He's
Vindicator says, I didn't realize.
Hey, look,
Black
they're going to be in
6-0.
Kansas City on November 3rd.
St. Louis, Missouri for some Rampage.
After vote day.
But anyways, Vindicator says, I didn't realize that Black was 6-0. Travis was talking about that earlier, too. Yeah, and just another reason WWE should keep records, so we can know for sure who is worthy as being in a main event and who is just a time-wasting jobber.
And it also makes for good television. It just makes matches up for no reason. You just get a match. You're like, oh, they're undefeated. Put them up against somebody else that's undefeated. And then all of a sudden the rankings change. Mm-hmm. And the rankings can be part of the storyline without even doing storylines.
Yep.
You're like, oh, they've lost 4 in a row.
Ew, they suck butthole.
Their year's over. Look at that! Gonna twist that knee right off.
That was a terrible
He's putting way too much torque on that knee. Oh, Cody steps through. Those are the ugliest boots I've ever seen, Cody. Ever.
Yeah, what the hell is he wearing? Are they supposed to be a gold? Maybe?
Maybe, but they're brown.
What? I thought you liked brown.
I like brown.
You're I love brown.
You don't wear brown and black together.
Why not?
You just don't.
Oh, come on now. Robbie says, LOL, CJ Perry sure does sound like a granny with your impressions. Well, I don't know how she sounds. I don't know what her voice sounds like. I'm not gonna... Did I ever say I was good with impressions? No.
Let me take my teeth out first.
Did you hear my English accent? Come on. Robbie says, how do you know so much about CJ Perry's OnlyFans? Because Travis told me, because he's a dude and he likes to look at naked things.
Dude, all you have to do right now is open a browser and put CJ Perry.
And you'll find out everything you want to know about her nakedness.
OnlyFans, and flip it on and you're going to see nipples.
I do not look
Cody
this crap up.
Throws her bow way
up
there.
I have told information. I just relay information. I don't know what's going on.
Shit ain't fake. We'll put it that way. Malakai!
I do not.
He's going to pull his eyeball out.
Oh my god, he ripped his eye? That's gross. Why would he do that? What's he
Why don't we have a good referee in this one? Where's Aubrey? I didn't see her at all tonight.
I don't know if I saw Aubrey tonight.
Maybe she's on vacay.
Maybe she got hurt.
Maybe she got married.
I think she's a lesbian.
She can get married. They marry you. They're people.
I didn't say they weren't people.
Why'd you say she's lesbian then?
It'd be a different type of marriage.
Who's this? It's Brock Anderson!
Oh, God.
And Lee Johnson.
It's Brock Anderson. This guy. picture-in-picture.
Malakai from behind.
Malakai.
All right.
It's happening.
Malakai's stalking him with a chair. Is this a no disqualification match?
I have no idea. I didn't think so, but maybe. That's weird,
It looks
right?
like Brock Anderson took the chair from Malakai.
Well,
We'll
Aaron
throw it back
Anderson
under the ring.
is out there too, so he made sure his son came down.
You got a bunch of Andersons out there. Oh, he's got him in the figure 4. That's it. It's over.
Malakai's gonna go.
Malakai's going to have to tap. He doesn't have a choice.
It's during commercial break, so it's definitely gonna happen.
Malakai's going to tap. Here it comes, guys. Is he tapping his head? Blink twice if you're in danger.
Vindicator's like, Dalethea, have you finally warmed up to Aaron Anderson and his forever endless collection of college team spirit tracksuits? Oh, God, no. Arn Anderson.
Arn.
A-R-N. Arn.
Arn.
It's not iron. It's Arn.
Arn.
Like, it names themselves Arn. Like, what the fuck? What's your name? Arn? Huh? Like, arm? Like, arm? You named yourself after a body part? No. It's an N. It's Arn.
Malakai, sliding leg sweep.
And a
Got
weird
Cody.
roll. Oh,
Cody
Cody
gets back
kicked him.
up. Oh,
He's like, let me get closer for you.
1, 2, and Cody kicks up.
Let's quick kick
Why
you.
is there so much good wrestling going on during a commercial? Shouldn't they be on the outside recovering or something?
Right? This isn't
horrible-
WWE, so...
It's a horrible time to be having a good match.
Robbie says, LOLD, sure you do. I believe you. Sure I do what?
I've never owned a tracksuit, even when I ran track.
Ew, God, I don't understand why people think tracksuits are cool. Like, all these people in our chat are like, yeah, totally, I wear that. I love tracksuits. Like, they're all like about Roman Reigns' tracksuit. They're like, yeah, I love tracksuits. I love it.
I should get me one. Wrestling grab. Yes, a wrestling grab.
Wrestling grab.
That's our next spin-off. It's when we go to jail for grabbing random people.
Unsuspecting people. Whether it's considered kidnapping or not is another story.
You just grab somebody and take off running. It's wrestling grab. Now I wrestle your dad. Oh!
Outside through a table, Malakai through Cody.
I think Cody just broke his arm.
And his eyeball.
No, I think that was total his arm.
He's like, I can't see. I got a slap in my face.
But that was his finisher. Through the table.
Vindicator says, maybe Aubrey
The
will get
Crossroads.
drafted to SmackDown because, well, refs need to swindle some big-time checks, too. LOL. And P. Cole says, boy, commercials suck. Don't they nowadays?
How did he hit? Oh, it was the elbow. That's how he did it. Watch his elbow. Oh, his whole arm went numb. You could tell he's like,
I can't feel my fingers.
Malakai's bloody.
Robbie
Oh,
says,
Cody goes into the crossbeam.
do you sound like a pirate saying man's name? Arn?
Arn.
Oh, Arn Anderson.
Why is Arn in the ring?
Why is Arn out there?
Oh,
Where's his parrot?
Arn.
Arn. Arn Anderson with his old kid Brock.
Anderson.
So
And Lee Johnson.
anticlimactic.
Arn! Get out the fucking ring!
He's like, what are you doing,
Everybody's
Cody?
busted open.
Cody's always broken. I guess Malakai decided he needed to be part of that group.
Like, let's be blood brothers. Let's rub our foreheads together.
See, Robbie's already about it. Nah, Roman's tracksuits are dead. Like, as in good, like you love them, you want to wear them too.
Is dead is dead a good word or a bad word?
I'm guessing it's good because it's fucking UK slang that sounds dumb. Half the time, I have no idea what he's saying. The indicator says, but anyway, I know Cody will win this match because they need to extend this
That girl has
rivalry
the biggest boobs I've ever
unnecessarily
seen in my
to
entire
end.
life. Where Malakai is, there's a girl right next to him in purple.
Oh, good. Let's rewind it.
We might have to.
I missed the big
Oh,
boobs.
who's this?
It's Andrade.
Who is it?
It's Andrade Alidilo. Oh, he's giving the whole finger to Arn Anderson. Oh, he sent his lackey out there.
Spinebuster.
Oh, poor lackey. Oh, and then Iron got in the way and got spit in the face.
Well, that's okay, though. That means he doesn't have any more. He wasted his load.
Ew, gross.
Pac! Cody's gonna win this through all the chaos.
Oh, poor Andrade El Idolo.
Andrade.
He's not having a good time. He's wearing a gray suit with brown shoes. Now that's creepy. I want to talk about
Does he have another load? Can he blow 2 loads?
Oh my god, gross.
I don't think Malakai has another load.
Maybe he needs to look at his wife's
He's got a big boot. Cody catches it. Oh, Cody's down. Oh, is that a finisher by Cody or something? Crossroads, it's over.
Got it.
Malakai.
Oh, if he gets up after this, that's
1,
ridiculous.
2. Oh, he kicked out.
What?
Malakai kicks out.
That's ridiculous. Anyways, but
Cody looks
Vindicator's
like a
saying
young
that
child.
Cody's going to win it.
Cody looks like he's 12.
Because they need to extend this rivalry unnecessarily to the end of an Extreme Rules style match at a pay-per-view. So
Yeah,
he's
the
going to see us
13th.
on recap night for Monday. And he says, hopefully Woods won't annoy you too much, Travis Ella. But until then, bye and always just say no to tracksuits, just like Roman did.
I wear hoodies. I should
Sophie
wear
says,
a hoodie without a hood on it, though. I guess that's what older people wear now. Oh,
Ew.
Malakai catches himself.
They wear hoodies without hoods?
Yeah, I guess that's the thing for adults.
Is it like the old school pullover, fleece pullovers?
Yeah, I think so.
Those are dumb. Don't wear them.
I'm old enough to wear them.
I don't want you to. If you start wearing that, I'm going to run away.
Uh-oh! Malakai with a coup de grace!
But Cody got up
Big
from it, which is
boot.
weird, right? Oh,
Big
and a
knee.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus.
Suplex, 1, 2, and... No, Cody gets that shoulder up. Black mask coming up.
Yeah, maybe. He might have to try that. Sophie says, do you think with AEW moving to TBS that would affect TBS schedule, even though I don't know what is on that channel? No.
I don't know what's on TBS.
They do movies and some shows and,
basketball.
stuff
Don't they
like
have
that.
basketball on TBS?
But they do have some sports on there.
There it
too.
is, Black Mass. It's over, guys. Oh, but Cody falls out of the ring wisely, if he was even awake.
He's like on top of the
Look.
ring.
But Malakai can't get him in.
He's like, dude, stop touching me. He's like,
Cody pushes him away.
he's like, I kick you. Ref's like, you okay? You okay, dude? You alright? You alright?
Cody up, over, out, all the way to the floor.
He fell down.
How much time's left?
Rob is
They
like,
only got 2
not dead
minutes.
means dead.
Oh,
dude.
Malakai,
Okay,
nobody's
means dead.
home.
Okay.
Nobody's home. Cody through the ropes, takes out Malakai. He barely went down.
Robbie says, but Nike or Adidas or a decent matching jogger or hoodie or jumper with trainers is a quality look.
It reminds me of Mafia
What
look.
kind of pants do they wear in this?
Look at
kind of
this.
thing?
Oh,
While
I
they're
got a
wearing-
cutter.
While they're wearing their
Now
jogger,
it's
hoodie,
over.
or
Guess who
jumper
ain't kicking out of
and
that?
their sneakers.
Malakai with his first loss. He's going to hit him with 2.
Oh, do it again.
He's going to hit him with 2.
It's happening. He's getting it.
2 dirty crossroads.
Oh,
No.
he let go of it. Oh, he's going to try something
The
else.
pedigree.
Ooh.
No.
Robbie
Pile
says that
driver.
means dead. This match is low-key good.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. Cody with the dub.
Cody got the win.
Cody.
See, Vindicator called it. Cody's going to win it because they need to extend the match or this rivalry. Sophie says, that's one thing I hear from AEW fans is that with Dynamite, they always seem to rush. Okay, so they have 2 hours on major TV that they have to do their stuff in. Sometimes they have really long matches that are like 20 minutes, and sometimes they're different. We're going to be talking to Bryan Danielson. Sophie says, do you see CJ Perry find her way back to the WWE like others have done? Oh, no. Not after she's done OnlyFans.
I don't know.
With Nakiness. I don't think so.
They used to let all the Playboy people do it.
Yeah, I don't think that they'll do that anymore in the PC era of stupid. Anyways, that's the end of Dynamite for tonight. Thanks everybody for
Dynamite.
hanging out with us on a Saturday. Ugh, I know it's like late for some of you, early for others, but you know, hey, if you have something else to do on a Saturday morning or night, go do it, right? As Robbie says, Dee just watches any channel that shows her favorite 90 Day Fiancé. Robbie, I know that you really insist that I like these things, but I'm pretty sure it's just you that likes it. Piccolo says, Arn, don't coach no losers. LOL.
No, he pulls guns out if they're losers.
Losers.
He's a wackadoo.
All right. Sophie says they wanted to sign Thunder Rosa to a contract, but as a ref, I'm talking about the WWE.
They wanted her as a referee. Thunder Rosa, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
They're like, yo, you're more tn welcome to
well,
come
I'm sorry,
over.
are you really a wrestler? And you're, somebody who's not just a wrestler, but, you're a champion. Well, guess what? We don't want you as that. We want to put you as a ref. That sound good? Yeah, no. Anyways, all right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Which is funny that okay, so this is hilarious. She is showing said baby and a lot of its face on their show. Right? On their show that they're having here right now, right? So she posts pictures on Instagram, but blocks baby's face out.
Well, it's a TV show. It's fine.
How weird is that? Because you could totally take the picture off here and do whatever you wanted.
It's fine. Maybe she can only show it. Maybe they have exclusives on TNT for the baby.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it's weird. All right.
All right, everybody. Good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you're at in the world. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab, and we will see you on Monday.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.